It is viable, though. Will they actually do that? Are they going to send a Bat Rider mid? No. Well, we'll just be patient and figure it out. All right, let's look at VP Polar. We know what they're doing. This is the team, the favorites. They're hot off their 14-minute win over the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. DK Phobos. He's taking the off lane with that $1 million Dream Coil hat. Oh my gosh, it's so mythical. He's going to be in the off lane here. In the mid, it will be Scandal on the Magnus once more. Go Black. He takes his Spirit Breaker. Going to give him the Lantern. Yep. We've got Lil. He was on the Venge last game, I want to say. Now he's going to be on the Skywrath Mage. Still a nice roaming support. We'll see what he can get done. And Illidan, he had a great time in the last match. Completely wrecked that Doom. We'll see if he can do it again, but he'll have his work cut out for him. Whoa, look at this. Big fatty ogre. He's setting the trap. He's going to hide in the tree line here and look to drop the fireballs to get things started. Battle for the first rune coming out in about 20 seconds. So Fnatic, it looks like it will be Arise headed mid on the Beastmaster. Gets those wild axes leveled up, now doing the physical damage that goes through spell immunity. Come with me. He's going to be on the Shadow Demon down bottom. Hani will be on the Farming Luna in the position 1. Looks like it will be a 2-1-2 coming out of Fnatic, as Blitz told us earlier, kind of becoming the new standard in this meta. It will be Ace in the offlane on the Bat Rider. He'll be joined by Rise here on McGee, who will be helping him out in the off lane. DK Phobos will camp out the first rune, grabs the illusion, has come with me, is on his way in to try and interrupt it and bring some hurt, but will they find Rise? No, he's tucked in the cubby. They walk right by him and they don't see him. Oh man, this sneaky ogre. Whoever thought an ogre so big could be so sneaky? Well, I guess certainly Virtus Pro Polar never thought so. So the Bat Rider should have an okay time in the offlane, but already Go Black, let's go to the Go Black cam. He's cruising on in. He's going. He's running a marathon. He's going to go right onto the Bat Rider. The charge will connect. Will this be a first blood? I don't know that they'll have enough damage. The stun, a pretty short duration in the first levels, but Go Black, he's going to man up, and first blood is drawn. It's Lil on the Skywrath that gets credit for the kill. Rise coming in, fire blast onto Go Black. Tower shots helping out the Space Cow. He'll take a tumble, and it's Rise that gets credit for that one. They make it a 1-for-1. But Virtus Pro Polar getting the obvious advantage as the first blood is drawn, and Illidan Storm Rage, he gets himself a little penny there putting in the bank. This Deuce is off to a pretty damn good start. The power of the Go Black, ladies and gentlemen. Look, he's at it again. He's already charging up. Where's he going? Oh, he wants Rise. He wants some vengeance on this ogre. He wants it. This is going to be a little tricky, though. Ogre, not the kind of hero you want to man up on. And yeah, Go Black just using it to get back to the lane. And it will be a safe lane try for VP. DK Phobos, how's he doing in the off lane? Not so bad against Hani, but not so great. Not quite like that anti-mage matchup where he was able just to zone people out like crazy in the last game. So it should be a fairly even farm exchange. The pull camp should be available here for the Radiant side. So come with me. We'll get a decent amount of farm. Looks like he'll stack up in the jungle and have some stuff for the Bat Rider and or the Luna to retreat to once we kind of move out of the laning phase here. Phobos forced to use a defensive orb. We'll disjoint that last auto attack, but will survive. Come with me now, camping out the regeneration rune down bottom. The bounty will go to Skywrath. Arise will get his bottle here, and mid is going pretty well for both sides. Magnus with an obvious advantage, but pretty even across the board. Well, things slowing down a little bit. Go Black, he'll charge down bottom. It'll be on Come With Me, but he's still... Oh no, found his level 2. Pardon me. And that's one of the biggest buffs of Spirit Breaker this patch is now the Greater Bash does a lot more damage at level 1. It used to be 10% movement speed is damage. Now it's 22. A little bit more of a value point. You can get a lot more done around the map at these early levels with the shorter cooldown on charge and that extra damage coming out of Bash. So Go Black, as always, will need to be successful with these ganks. Needs to find farm somewhere, and if he's not killing heroes, that means he needs to retreat to a lane and at least leech some experience. Getting to that level 6 is always a milestone. Nether Strike gives you a lot more solo kill potential. See how he continues to fare. Now in the mid lane, Scandal still racking up the farm, auto crowing pretty effectively here, has his boots. And how's Dusa looking? Okay, good. She's still racking up the last hits. And this is very similar to last game where we saw the offlaner just get wrecked by the Medusa. And this time, Ace even has a friend with him. Ogre is leeching some of that experience, soon to be level 4. Actually going 2 points in Ignite, so going for that extra burn damage and the longer slow duration. Fire on fire, so Bat Rider can get in position. Meanwhile, on the bottom lane, Come With Me in trouble. Go Black charges over the tree line, and that'll be a dead Shadow Demon. And Puck will survive, and yeah, that's a great story there, Puck. Now they'll look towards Hani, perhaps. Not going to be so easy of a kill. Go Black very low on mana. Has no charge, so Hani will be safe for now. But good news, so far Go Black has helped out this bottom lane and the top pretty effectively. We'll see a disruption onto Puck, but up top, Lil. He'll get sandwiched here. Will Puck survive? Looks like it. Lil not going to be so lucky. Rise will come in. That 2 seconds, or that extra second of Ignite will help secure the kill, and a Rise will come in, secures the last hit, and now that's good news for the Beastmaster. Going to get his snowball rolling a little bit more quickly. The rune is... what happened to the rune there? Bounty rune is going to be picked up by the Spirit Breaker down bottom, and it looks like... no, it was denied. Scandal. He'll just continue to bottle Crow, happy as a clam, to keep filling up his bottle and farming away in lane. Go Black now finds his level 3, going for the 1-1-1, all standard stuff out of the Go Black, and he may go for Come With Me once more down to the bottom lane. He gets pinged out, and here we go, hiding over the tree line. He'll charge over, Come With Me looking for the disruption, gets off the defensive on himself. Hani not level 6, and Come With Me, one more auto attack will bring him down. Go Black will chase him as he gets path blocked a bit by his own creeps, and Spirit Breaker proves once more successful, 3-2. At the 5-minute mark, let's take a look at the graph. And Virtus Pro Polar, 1,500 gold, 400 experience. They are off to the races, good sir. Top lane going very well, mid lane in their favor, and now bottom, not too shabby. Puck and Luna, not a huge farm disparity, only 4 creep kills. And that's an off-lane Puck versus a safe lane farming Luna. Once Hani hits level 6, things will be a little bit more difficult in terms of Virtus Pro Polar coming in and dropping the hammer all over the Luna. But until then, they will be susceptible. TP towards the mid lane. It's going to be the Puck doing Phobos. Oh, that's what they're doing. RP onto a Rise as Scandal sets it up. The orb will fly through. He's forced to jaunt to it. They needed the damage to secure this kill, and seems like a bit of a miscommunication between Phobos and Scandal, as Scandal went for it and Phobos was just trying to dog it down to the bottom lanes. A missed opportunity, but that's okay. They'll still push the Beastmaster back. He's forced to head to the well, fill up his bottle the old-fashioned way, and that means Scandal gets some more space in the lane. He'll be farming it up and further this farm disparity. Well on his way to a great timing on this Blink Dagger, and okay, he'll stop off for the Arcane Boots first, but still, sentiment is the same. His farm not looking too shabby. Grabs himself the Bounty Rune here. Yeah, there you go, sticks it in the bottle, and Puck will grab the regeneration. Hooray for Puck. Phase Boots coming out of plenty. Phase Boots on Luna. This is one you don't see all too often. As a right clicker, you more often than not, almost exclusively see power treads on her, but the Phase Boots give you a lot of last hitting power in lane. She's hitting pretty damn hard for level 6 hero, compliments of that level 2 aura and all those blades of attack, and of course gives her a lot of chasing power. So this will help Hani get away. I think the Spirit Breaker and just his aura and that little sprint that he has now, feeling the need for some extra movement speed. And we'll see how it treats him. But you don't have that ability to toggle the treads and get that little bit of extra mana, a little bit of extra strength when you need it. And I've seen plenty of time when treads come in handy on that front and secure a kill or secure a survival that otherwise would have been impossible. All of Go Black's rotating has proved pretty successful thus far. A nice early earn picked up on him, and a little bit of strength, some nice mana, and he'll start stacking up those charges. Also level 5 with 3 points in the charge. He'll soon have that Nether Strike. Makes his ganking efforts that much easier. Puck will also be level 6 soon, which means when the Spirit Breaker charges in, Puck will have a nice tool to try and set up those kills and prevent the easy escape, of course, out of the Dream Core. Curious what build Arise is going to go for here. He'll follow suit of the Magnus here. He'll go into the Arcane Boots, and a couple of options on the Beastmaster. You can go for the fast Blink Dagger, move around, and just try to set up kills. Your other option is you can go for a pretty fast Aghanim Scepter and just get that enhanced Primal Roar. We'll see what he wants to do. You don't see mid Beastmaster too often, and there you go. Primal Roar stops Go Black dead in his tracks on top of the tower. The Wild Axes will fly through Go Black. He may just go down here. Hani comes in, Lucid Beam to the face will secure the kill. Bat Rider flying into Scandal's face, but only level 5. No Flaming Lasso, and Scandal should be good. He'll get the Invisibility Rune. Meanwhile, in the bottom lane, Puck, he'll just find a solo kill onto the Shadow Demon. Dream Coil used, and that'll be a kill. So it's a 1-for-1 kind of across the map here. Shadow Demon for the Spirit Breaker. Pretty even trade, basically a wash. That's the power of the stuns against the Spirit Breaker. Now we'll see him charge once more towards the bottom lane. They'll set this up onto Hani. He's level 8, has the ultimate at the ready, but the Invisible Magnus RP. This will be a rough one for Hani to survive. In comes the Magnus. Oh, scandally misses the skewer. Hani trying to get off the ultimate, but there's the RP. Go Black stuck in the tree line. They won't be able to bring him down, but the silence is there. He falls before the Eclipse can come out. Now Arise. He'll TP in, takes a negative urn charge, and now he goes, ah, shit. Why did I TP here? Hani was already dead. He's going to get locked in. Good old-fashioned Warcraft 3 style, and down he goes. Now Rise. TP's forward. Go Black. He's found his level 6. There's your Nether Strike. Hits the bash to follow up. Scandal has a shockwave in just a couple of seconds. The urn may be enough to bring him down, but no. The defensive disruption buys him the time he needs. Scandal won't be able to finish him off, and Go Black will pay for it. Can Scandal make it out alive? Has a couple bottle charges, and the Magnus will live. So a little bit of a sloppy exchange from Virtus Pro, but still they come out ahead and they get the better of it. It's a 1 for 2 and more space created. That whole time Deuce is just racking up the free farm into safe lane, and now Hani's had to rotate up top to stop her from chipping into the tower and finding the free farm. This is the power of the Spirit Breaker. This is exactly what Virtus Pro Polar did last game. Go Black just runs around the map, charging willy-nilly, forces TP reactions into towers. And that just creates so much space for Illidan to free farm. He's now the last hit leader by a huge margin. He's 60-18 compared to the 40-10 of Luna. He's 50% up on her. And now he's up, or he being Hani, is up in the top lane. He'll move into some drums, it looks like here. And he'll find a little bit of farm, trying to recover a little bit. But it's a rough life for a Luna so far in this game. Lil, almost level 6, some more kill potential there, and maxing out the Ancient Seal. So just trying to help out the team, buff up the puck, and extend that silence duration out to a meek 5 seconds. Whew. That does make for pretty good initiation, though, when the Spirit Breaker's charging in. Hit him with a silence, and there's no way you can stun Go Black to stop him from bashing you right in the grill. So I like the idea here. I like the thought process and a fair bit of synergy. Let's take a look at the grass here. And up top, never mind. We'll see initiation. Illidan, he'll be the victim of the Eclipse as he goes down. DK Phobos with a coil on 3. Hani will break the tether. Charge coming in from Go Black, but this is a little scary. I don't know how much he wants to commit here. He will just break off the charge after the initial stun. No Nether Strike. Now takes a Fire Blast. Takes the Lucent Beam. Wild Axes. Go Black. Oh no! It's a dead space count. So that'll make it a 2 for 0. And that'll end up being a little bit of a feed ski there for the Spirit Breaker. That will secure the Blink Dagger now onto Ace's Bat Rider. And, okay, level 7. So this is good news. Fnatic in the right direction here. It was a pretty big lead for Virtus Pro Polar out of the gate, but now it's Fnatic that have the experience edge, and the gold graph is only about 1,000 in the favor of the Dire. Come with me, though. He could be in some trouble. Rotation's coming his way. It's a hasted Magnus and a charge as well as a Medusa. The Snake will do half of his hit points. Scandal just hit him with a shockwave. There you go. Down he goes. That's a dead Shadow Demon. Man, Shadow Demon soon to be level 6, but he just can't catch a break. Meanwhile, in the top lane, Fnatic, they're pressing into the tower pretty hard, doing a fair bit of damage. Dire Glyph is still available, so they could try to mount the defense or go for a push of their own. And it looks like they'll choose the latter. They've got a Stone Gaze and an RP ready to rock and roll, and they will go for a kill on this Blink Rider if he overcommits. But no, top tower will go down, and they didn't glyph it. Oh, man. Wasted efficiency, boys. That's okay, though. No big deal. They'll lose their tower, do about half damage to the bottom tier 1. Now Fnatic
top tower
look for a kill onto Phobos here. They've got a few heroes rotating up. Arise. Ooh, one into just a mech? Yeah, he sure is. Buckler into Headdress. So with the Arcane Boots, he'll have plenty of mana to sustain the increased mana cost of mech, and I like this. It'll put Fnatic in a spot where they can team fight very readily, and their mid-hero, a good one to prioritize the mech, as he'll have the farm to handle it. Double damage rune picked up by Scandal, finds himself a nice 65 gold bounty while he's at it, and that Blink Dagger will be coming out. They scout him, but it hasn't been revealed as it just gets delivered now. Ooh boy. Double damage Blink Magnus at 12 minutes. There's some serious kill potential here. Big stack in the jungle. They'll just be able to shockwave it down. Looks like a triple stack. Some trolls, some centaurs, some wild wings. It'll be a nice bit of farm going the way of Scandal's Magnus. So, Mask of Madness for Hani. First item after the phase boots. Going a very glass cannony build. Stack to work with. We'll try to stack it up once more, but I'm not sure this one will be successful. No, it will not. So that's a little unfortunate, but we'll just start laying in the auto attacks. Mask of Madness, this is pretty easy. 2 points in the Bouncing Glaive, kind of your bare minimum. This looks like a quadruple stack. 2 Drakes and 2 sets of Lizards. So this is a huge bout of farm going the way of Hani. This build is really good if you can get away with it. Now, you've got all this movement speed with the phase boots. You've got the Mask of Madness to help you farm. And if they give you enough space in the jungle, it's great. But if they jump on you, it's not so good. Ace, he'll lasso Lil back to the safety of the tower as Scandal comes in with the skewer, giving that Bat Rider a juxtaposition of his own taste. Now Rise getting initiated on as Go Black charges in. Dream Coil comes out on 2. They'll go in on to Rise as now the Mystic Flare flies through. A lot of damage on the Ogre. He's still alive. He's one tanky mother, but they'll chase him down. Stone Gaze is on, but Rise, he's looking the other way. He's not going to make the mistake of looking at the snakes, but he'll go down nonetheless. The arrows are just too much. Hani saves the ultimate, does a lot of damage to Go Black. Not enough to bring him down right away, but they still secure the kill. Now Illidan in the front lines. Rather tanky at this stage in the game. It needs to be a little careful. Scandal coming in. Skewer back on 2. Right into Illidan. And out. Fnatic, they're in trouble. It's a double kill for Scandal. Ace, he's coming back in. He wants vengeance. He has no lasso, but he's just laying down the fire, taking a lot of damage in return. He needs to be damn careful. A lot of low health heroes on the side of the Dire. DK Phobos, can he jump to the orb in time? No, the poison would have brought him down anyway, and now Scandal just trying to escape the wrath of Ace. Can he live? It's not looking good for Scandal. And Flame Break will take him down in style. So Fnatic get a couple of recovery kills there. They did use a buyback on the Shadow Demon to help make that possible, but Bat Rider ending a big streak and now basically has his Force Staff. Let's look at that recap here. It is still Virtus Pro Polar that come out ahead. A 3-for-4 exchange plus the buyback on the side of Fnatic does put things in the favor of Virtus Pro Polar. Wow. What a bolt of explosion that was. And Illidan, he's looking pretty good. Phase Boots, Yasha, Aquila, this is pretty much where he wants to be right now. Level 11 also. Stone Gaze getting that much more potent, but in comes the lasso. They'll go right onto the Dusa, but Mana Shield's already been used. Won't be able to bring him down. Dream Coil will be a complete whiff. Charge flying through. The Axes will bring down Illidan. Nicely done, but it will cost him their Bat Rider as Phobos finishes him off to the side. Go Black coming in. Nether Strike on to come with me. Gets another bat, but there's the Primal Roar. Stops him dead in his tracks. Shockwave almost brings him down. Mystic Flare to boot, but Scandal, oh no, he misses the skewer. They still secure the kill, but Scandal, you slippery snake. Oh, he whiffed it. That's a time when it didn't punish him too much, and still they lose their Dusa, but it's a 1-for-2. Consistently finding these good exchanges, though. Virtus Pro Polar, a little sloppy with some of those abilities. A missed Dream Coil there, a missed Skewer, but what are you going to do? You can't win them all. You miss 100% of Dream Coils you don't take, so can't fault Phobos too much. Well, Blink Dagger now out on the puck, and the Fairy Dragon will also find his level 11 following that fight, so that's good news. But look at the recovery that Hani's made. He'll now find a Yasha, so continuing with this very hard farming build, and he simply just hasn't been punished. He's 2-1-4, had a little bit of a rough time in the safe lane, but between those Ancients and that successful team fight for him, meaning he didn't die and helped set up some of the kills, Hani's made a great recovery. Now he's #1 on net worth. He will start to become a force to be reckoned with. Still not the end of the world. Virtus Pro have plenty of tools to deal with him, especially before that BKB comes out. But hell, even after the BKB comes out, they've got a lot of magic-piercing ultimates that maybe this isn't even a BKB kind of a game. Maybe it's more of a Linken's kind of game for Hani with all this single target. So this is going to be a rough game for the Luna regardless. Positioning will be the name of the game, and perhaps part of the reason why he's invested in all these movement speed items. With the phase boots on, he's a race car. He's cruising close to the max. See how it works out. 13-10, 17 minutes in. Still a pretty even game, but Virtus Pro Polar, they've got the momentum, at least for now. Force Staff almost out on Scandal. Bat Rider soon to have his. They're pulling up some gold here, but very close to it. He's also found his level 11. All right, so things slowing down a little bit, but not for long. Smoke rotation from Virtus Pro Polar. They'll be cruising down towards the bottom lane. Who's their target? They don't see the Bat Rider quite yet. They know that they're around, but don't have vision to set up a charge. That will quell their bit of pressure for now. Instead, they'll look towards the mid lane. They've got all their ultimates ready to rock and roll. Blink RP at the helm of Scandal. And they'll see Hani. He has an Eclipse also, sitting level 12. It is level 2, but ooh, they'll bump right into the Bat Rider. Or is it the other way around? Ace grabs Scandal with a lasso, but there's just no follow-up. Oh, it's a wasted Eclipse from Hani. It does nothing. VP Polar, they'll mount the escape, and now Fnatic, they need to be careful. I don't think they want to take this one. They'll fight Go Black in the trees here, but he'll have a charge. He'll be able to make it out to safety, at least for now. Has a couple wand charges, won't be enough. DK Phobos comes in, Coil on 3, but where's the follow-up? There's a miscommunication. Oh, Scandal a little late to the party. Gets off the RP. Mystic Flare to follow up. Defensive Disruption coming in handy there. Juicy gets the kill onto the Ogre. The Stone Gaze doing a lot of work. They'll find the kill on to Come With Me. And now it's Fnatic on the back foot. It's a 2 for 2 so far, but soon to change. Puck will go down. That'll give them the advantage for now. Illidan, he's going man mode, but can he actually handle this? He has his phase boots, wants to chase down a Rise. Can't do it. Now he's on the back foot. Ace doing a lot of damage to him. Lil doing everything he can to buy some space for his friend, but it just isn't enough. And now it looks like Fnatic regaining that lost momentum. Lil will go down. And I think this charge from Go Black will most definitely be canceled. Yeah, that's going to be the smart play there. Let's take a look at the recap. And 2 for 5. Ouch! Looking at the graphs now, Fnatic, they're starting to take this game. It's looking good. The Virtus Pro Polar strategy maybe getting a bit hyper-aggressive. Deuce has taken too many tumbles in this last fight, and even though she was in a good spot moments ago, she's not really in fighting form quite yet. Yasha and Perseverance, 2 items that are not that great in terms of your ability to fight. She needs that Linken's before she can really just get up into these team fights and go man mode as she was trying to do there. Scandal will just go back to some neutrals, still looking to get up his Force Staff, but the weirdest part about that fight was just Virtus Pro Polar not being on the same page. Puck had a beautiful coil to set it up, and it seemed they were caught in between, do we want to go in or do we want to escape? And they kind of got caught somewhere in between. There were some tweeners there, and of course it did cost them. Beastmaster's been pretty on point with these ultimates, stopping Scandal dead in his tracks on top of that. Fnatic have been continuing to utilize the Ancients. Hani's farm getting better and better by the minute. Maybe looking for a Manta style coming out next. Has the Yasha 2,800 gold. And man, look at this team support. Hani just finding stack after stack. And that net worth jumping up towards the top, even without a Hand of Midas. That Mask of Madness doing more than enough to secure him some solid farm. Go Black. His momentum has slowed down quite a bit. 1, 6, and 10. Spirit Breaker, he's very momentum based, and once he starts to lose that momentum, where do you go? You got to put a little bit of extra gasoline in that lantern there. His torch is burning low, and Go Black, he's a Spirit Breaker without a home right now. He's trying to figure out what he can do, where he can go, where can he set up kills. Medusa looking to find some more farm as well. I think Virtus Pro Polar have realized the error of their ways. Just want to slow the momentum down a little bit. Get some more core farm up on the Dusa, and just stop feeding away unnecessary deaths. Take a good team fight when Fnatic want to push up, when they're grouped up, put some wards around the Roche pit, and catch them when they go in. And they will have a decent ward down in this general vicinity. They'll see if they can walk into, or when they walk into the Roche pit, rather. And they will actually angle on top of the high ground. Medusa moves into the Ancients. Staying grouped up here. They're a little bit scared, but BKB now picked up on Hani. Now, we talked about quite a few things that Virtus Pro Polar have that will cut through magic immunity. The Stone Gaze, you've got your RP, and of course you've got your Spirit Breaker. He's all physical, so actually Charge of Darkness you can use on magic immune targets, but Nether Strike certainly so. So still a good pickup for Hani, though. We'll keep him safe from the Dream Coil, at least for now, until Puck grabs himself an Aghanim Scepter, if that's the route he wants to go. Puck's farm has actually not been that great either. He had a good time Blink Dagger, and 5, 2, and 6, you'd almost expect him to have a little more farm than this, but no item progression following that gap closer. Ogre finds his level 11. That's always a big deal, the multicast buff. Now 50% chance. You got a coin flip to get a 2x, and of course adding some 3x to the mix is where things get a little scary. Only 1 point in Bloodlust, but they're really going to buff up this Hani, and he's already hitting fast and hitting hard, and with the Bloodlust on top of the Mask of Madness, ouch, anticipating the glyph. They'll use it at the very last second here, and Hani should be the one to grab the last hit. Yeah, times it perfectly. And yeah, you can the Hawk to scout things out. It'll get picked off by the creeps. But Fnatic, they're all grouped up. They seem hungry for a team fight. There's a mech to no mech advantage, which will give them a small edge. And now with this fresh BKB, they'll feel pretty safe putting Hani in the front lines and seeing what they can get away with. They'll pressure this tier 2 tower. The glyph has, of course, cooled down. The VP Polar trying to make a hold is looking a little bit different. Oh, here we go. Charge in onto Hani. But will they have something to deal with it? Yeah, looks like it will be canceled. Go Black seeing his positioning. Doesn't want to go for it. We'll play this very careful. There's a Hawk on the high ground here, giving them some great vision, helping to deal with the Spirit Breaker. And yeah, that flying vision, man, really coming in handy. Let's take a look at the Radiant side and look at all the vision this bird gives. This is one one. Stellar bird. That's one way to deal with the Spirit Breaker, that's for sure. Mask of Madness picked up on the Bat Rider. So, Blink Dagger, Force Staff, now some movement speed so we can really pull people into a bad position. I like it. Gold graph just jumping in the favor of Fnatic. 4,000 gold, 7,500 experience. They're in great shape. They're just cruising on up, and they're working the map, just a lot more efficiency. Hani already at 1,800 gold. He just picked up his BKB. Illidan, how's he looking? Soon to have the Lincolns. Ultimate Orb now up. Working on the recipe, and only a couple hundred gold away. Meanwhile, Fnatic grouped up in the mid, perhaps looking to take out another tower. They're just trying to find the right angle of attack. But Hani instead, he'll just go back to the Ancients here. Maybe can he clear them out before they respawn? Get a nice triple. It's a race against the clock. Hani's going to be able to do it. There you go.
Bottom tower is under attack.
Nice triple stack of Ancients here, and some Drakes will respawn. He'll save them from later. Very nicely done. Great efficiency coming out of Fnatic just across the board. Gonna see some initiation here? No. Oh, the illusion! It's a wasted lasso. That is a value illusion right there. And Hani not going for the Manta, instead just looking for a Sanjin Yasha, getting some more good, valuable HP items, tanking up a little bit, and getting kind of the best of both worlds. Just needs to survive it. Here we go, initiation. Go Black, charging in, Arise, he's skewered back. That'll be the end of the Beastmaster to get things started, but Hani gets off the ultimate from the high ground, enough to bring down Go Black. Scandal, he's taking a lot of damage as well. Hani with one more Lucid Beam to the face. It'll be a 1 for 2 to get it started. Now the rest of the fight will transpire in favor of Fnatic, as it is Virtus Pro Polar that are on the defensive. Stone Gaze still available, trying to hold it for that perfect timing. Dream Coils come out. There's your Stone Gaze. They're going to look at her. Hani will get petrified and turn to stone, but there's just no follow-up damage now. Blast out onto Lil. Phobos comes in. They see Ace off to the side. He gets silenced up, but not enough to save the Skywrath Mage. Illidan on the run. He'll be able to live, but Fnatic take another great team fight. A 1 for 3, and they'll be rewarded with a tier 1 tower. They don't even bother to glyph it. And that's another huge gold rush going the way of our Radiant side. Glyph will be available for this tier 2 tower, but even if they glyph it, I think Fnatic can possibly take it down. No RP available, no Stone Gaze. So how did Virtus Pro Polar go about trying to mount the defense here? Even the Aura from Luna helping out so much. The Bloodlust, Hani's just a machine. Things still just going up, 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 and up. For the Radiant side, that's another tower kill for Hani. He's huge. That Bloodlust makes him nice and big. 2,400 gold now on the Luna, who just picked up a Sanjin Yasha before that fight. They'll look towards the Roche pit. It does get pinged out by the Dire. They've got a ward here on the high ground, so they see him walk right into the pit. The charge from Spirit Breaker flying through on to Come With Me, and Fnatic will back it on up. They've got the little Hawk there on the high ground, and Bat Rider camping it out, and they'll just slow siege the Roche. They're still feeling pretty safe about this fight. There's no RP, also no Eclipse, but that's less of an important ability compared to the RP and the strategy of Virtus Pro Polar. Trying to high ground Go Black there. Cheeky play from Ace, but he will cancel it just in the nick of time. Scandal misses the skewer bash. The defensive disruption coming in handy as the RP comes out. It refreshes just in time, but it will cost Magnus his life. Mystic Flare split between a few heroes, not enough to secure a kill. Now they'll Delta split his puck. Doesn't know which way to go. Hani will head for the hills. Will survive. Go Black. Or Go Black. What am I talking about? Oh, on the other side, Arise will maybe go down to the puck. He's moving in the tree line. He's juking. He's jiving. But they'll get the vision they need, and that'll be the end of him. So, end of the day, Virtus Pro Polar do take a pretty decent team fight there, and it will go back in their favor just a little bit. It's a 1 for 2, but more importantly almost, they stop the Roshan from coming out in favor of the Radiant. Now Come With Me. Uh-oh. What are you doing here, good sir? He'll get charged, he'll get negative earn, and he'll go down. Now this tier 1 tower taking some damage, but they'll be on the defensive. There is an Eclipse available now for Hani as they'll press forward. A lot of creeps nearby, but the Bloodlust, you're not running away from this Luna. Mask of Madness Bloodlust, damn is she speedy. Unless you're Go Black. He's going at lightning speed here as he charges towards the top lane. So what a back and forth game we've got on our hands here, folks. Fnatic really want this one, and that'll put a dent in their golden experience lead. But they are, they're not out of the clear quite yet. Hani looking for perhaps a solo Eclipse opportunity, and maybe he can find it on Illidan. Some Ogres will come in to get in his way. Scandal thinking about a Blink Skewer, but won't go for it this time. And things will settle down. So Illidan, he's got his Lincolns, and following that fight, he'll have about 2,000 gold in the bank. Doing pretty well for himself. Bat Rider, oh, he'll get charged. but will they be able to do much? Yule's Scepter picked up by the Ogre, another great tool to stop the Spirit Breaker dead in his tracks. I love it. Good stuff, and if you can catch the Magnus, of course, that recent change, stopping the Blink Dagger. So good stuff. Puck has a Yule's of his own, but I think a smart pickup on the Ogre, just kind of in general. He'll throw the Ignite over the way of Illidan, but that'll be the end of his Lincolns. For the right opening here. Phobos almost left behind, will make it back. Now Ace, he goes in, grabs Illidan with the lasso. Hani right there with the Eclipse, and they'll be able to bring down this Medusa, and she will be the first to fall. Scandal caught inside of the Yules. That'll stop him dead in his tracks. The Primal Roar as he tries to skewer away. You saw him running on the treadmill, and that'll be the end of him. Buyback from Dusa. Virtus Pro Polar scared of losing the high ground, and that is a very premature buyback, I think is the right way to say it. That is a huge net worth change now in favor of Fnatic following that. And maybe they'll try to contest Roche. I think Illidan pulled the trigger just a bit too early there. I think Fnatic will see that and go, now we go to Roche. Knowing that the Magnus is dead, they don't really know if he has buyback or not. Phobos will scout it out. And in comes the charge on to come with me. They'll have Bat Rider on the high ground to scout it out, but charge will get canceled. They just simply can't contest it. Come with me, showing off his Blink Dagger, goes to the high ground. Roche will fall. They'll catch Phobos. He'll be stuck inside of the disruption, and yeah, that's going to be the end of him. So Luna gets the Aegis of the Immortal. Shadow Demon finds a kill on the Puck. And now, very quickly, things are getting out of control in favor of Fnatic. Looking at this graph, it's just jumping in their favor. Pardon me. Now with an Aegis of the Immortal in the inventory of Hani, he'll move towards a Butterfly. Eagle Song already in tow. This Luna, she is just fat with a PH. Lil' Kim style. She's getting huge. Ogre McGee. Bloodstone, or that's not Ogre. Jesus, they're both fat. That's my bad. Beastmaster moving towards an Aghanim Scepter. So that's good news there. Bottom tier 2 tower falls. Only one outer tower remaining for VP Polar, and Fnatic may just try to press their luck on the high ground. Glyph is cooling down in a couple of seconds. This won't be an easy push, but they may just try to go for it, force a reaction back. And even if you can force out just a couple of TPs here, that stops them from farming, a little bit of wasted gold, and yeah, they'll be happy to retreat following that. So Hani will sit back, farm up his Butterfly, and by that I mean he'll wait for it to be delivered from his Doomling. 30 minutes in, he's got a full Butterfly now to go with his SNY and BKB. There's Luna. Oh, what a monster. Come with me, initiated on by Go Black, takes another strike. Negative Urn, come with me. Will get Shockwave from the high ground, skewer down, jukes it, he's jiving. He will fall, but still buys himself some time. The team will have some opportunity to get into position. Go Black will try to charge away, but there's the Yules. They save it for the perfect timing. Now they'll go in on Go Black. Lucid Beam will be enough to bring him down. Ace goes a little too aggressive. Caught inside of the Dream Coil will be enough to finish him off. Now Ace, or pardon me, Arise off to the side. He's initiated on by Puck, but Hani comes in with the ultimate, doing a lot of damage. It'll secure the kill on the Medusa Magnus and the Skywrath Mage. Down goes the Puck, the ultra kill for Hani. Oh no, Virtus Pro Polar, it's a full 5-man wipe. And Fnatic, they are going to take this by brute force. 2 for 5. Let's take a look at the buyback scenario, and oh, it's looking pretty grim. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, all on cooldown. This could be a lane of racks, and this could be moments from GG. Fnatic, 4 protect 1. The Ogre buff, bloodlusting him up, doing it shaman style. Hani is a beast. He is a beast. He's a machine. He's wrecking it. That'll be a tier 3 tower. Glyphs already come out. And this will be a mid lane of Brax. They may just go bottom. Seeing Dusa in the grave that much longer. Some heroes coming up soon, but they're still pretty eager to take a team fight. Hani's just so big, still with the Aegis in tow. Why the hell not? There's no Glyph, and at the very least get the tier 3 tower. Do you stick around for the barracks? And another question, but the bouncy glaives, they'll just truck these structures. Hani with now 5,000 gold sitting in his wallet. That's 2 lanes of racks down, and Virtus Pro Polar, they probably got one good team fight left in them. And that'll be it. Look at that net worth gap now. This Luna is just nearly doubling the Medusa. That is, I think, suffice it to say, a pretty scary statistics. 14,000 gold, 14,000 experience in the favor of Fnatic. They'll rotate up top, it seems. They ping out the Skywrath Mage, and uh-oh, Lil, you could be in some trouble. Meanwhile, in the mid, speaking of trouble, Arise forced to use his ultimate defensively as Go Black comes in to initiate. And Fnatic will now make the rotation. And here we go, the outer tower remaining. They'll try to go for it as Ace. He gets charged up, but the Yules comes out once more. Defensive disruption on the Bat Rider, buys him some time, and he'll be able to survive. Now they go in onto the Luna. BKB at the ready. Hani still with the Aegis of the Immortal. He'll be the first to go down, but he's coming right back up. Fnatic still eager to take this fight. 15 seconds on Eclipse. That's all the time they need. Linken's has been broken. Has come with me. Presses forward. Isolates the Magnus. No RP, at least not an easy one right now. Ace uses the lasso. Finishes off the Spirit Breaker. Illidan just getting clicked down by Hani. He attacks too damn fast. Now the Flame Break connects on two. Knocks him out of the base. It'll be the end of the Skywrath. Costs Bat Rider his life, but it's nearly a full team wipe. There's only one survivor. It's DK Phobos. He's AFK in the jungle, playing with his toy cars, sipping on his juice box, and he'll be a sad fairy dragon. It's a 1-for-4 trade. They also lose the Aegis, but it was soon to expire. Actually, it's a 2-for-4. No Radiant buyback. This just respawn. Anyway, now they'll move into the base. Buyback status comparable to how it was, and VP Polar, this is the end of him. Maybe Puck can make the play of all plays. He comes in, does a little bit of chip damage, but whoa, wow, look at all the bouncy glaives. Yules after Blink, after Phase Shift. Can they bring him down to Earn? It won't tick fast enough. He'll still blink, but this will be Mega Creeps. Phobos will finally be able to hop into the well. Their barracks have gone down, and their Tier 4 towers will be in some big trouble. Polar won't tap out quite yet. They're fighters till the bitter end. They'll do what they can. They'll get a kill on Come With Me, but it's a minor consolation. TP coming forward. It is Lil TPing out of his own base. They want Rise. He gets off the Yules. That buys him a little bit of time, but Go Black's there. Hits him with the Lantern, and it'll be the end of McGee as he comes back down to planet Earth. One of the Tier 4 towers have fallen, and Fnatic have essentially secured the win. This is nigh unthrowable at this point. 20,000 gold, 15,000 experience. They'll desperately hang on to save their base from the wrath of the Mega Creeps. Go Black, he still wants one more race car excursion. He wants Hani. That's a second butterfly. Oh boy, with a double damage rune. Go Black, I don't think you want to do this, man. You don't want to be here. Oh man, Hani, he's gonna chase him down. He's a speedy mother. Come on, Hani, you can do it. Uses the flutter. He's going to chase him down. Go Black's going to get juiced. He's going to get carved up like a Thanksgiving turkey. That's a gem on the ground, but Hani just doesn't care. Now he wants to go in for more. He's still hungry. He needs some food to feed his mount. Nova. Oh, Go Black running to his death. Virtus Pro Polar in shambles. And Fnatic was securing a win here. They will be one step further away from relegation towards the end of this Star Ladder Season 10 group stage. Now a Mask of Madness out on the Medusa. Just trying to do any damage she can. McGee grabs himself a Blink Dagger, and he'll head to that Tier 1 tower in the mid lane. VP Polar only killed a single tower this game, the Tier 1 in the bottom lane. What a sad story. No glyph available for the Dire side. They'll go straight for the throne. Or will they? There we go, Hani. Charging on in there. Use your double butterfly. He'll use his ultimate, but he makes a mistake. Look at the Medusa. He'll get turned to stone, but they can't even hurt him. Look at the evasion. Hani's he's getting tickled. The kittens, oh, they feel nice on my skin. It's like when somebody rubs a feather above your eyebrows. Hani, he's still alive. He's dropping the hammer on Virtus Pro, and that's the GG. The throne will fall, and Fnatic off to after a very rocky start with a huge turnaround and just wreck Virtus Pro Polar. I don't think there's any other more tactful way to say it. It was just a barrel of fun, and they protected their Hani. They stacked up the Ancients, they stacked up the jungle, and 16-1-12.